I've been waiting to make this video for some time. But before I get into the announcement, I want to take you through a quick version of my fitness history, as this honestly feels like a culmination of everything I've been working towards. Now, if you followed my story at all, you'll know that fitness has completely changed my life. But moving to Sacramento County in the spring of 2022, I didn't have a clear vision for my fitness. I had been a runner for some time and had even completed a full marathon in the summer of 2019. But through working from home full-time and a disruption in my routine, I had lost my way. I even went to the gym consistently and ran short distances. But it wasn't until the spring of 2024, when I weighed 247 pounds, which was the most I had ever weighed, that I realized that I had to make a change. Now, as you may know, this is where I found the sport of triathlon, and I quickly became obsessed and signed up for a sprint distance race in the fall. I also worked with a personal trainer for 3 months, which completely rewired my brain and taught me how to properly approach weightlifting. A few weeks before my sprint triathlon, I completed a century ride, which capped off a really strong summer of training. But then I quickly found myself signing up for Ironman 70.3 Oregon in the summer of 2025. Now, this was an enormous step for me, and I can't tell you how nervous I was when I first registered. So I spent the next 8 months training, unsure if I'd even be able to finish the race. However, the hard work paid off, and I couldn't have been more happy with how that race went. Finishing in 5 hours and 47 minutes, I was elated. But with 5 months left in the year, I turned my sights on something a little closer to home: the California International Marathon. Now remember, it had been 6 years since I first completed this distance, so I was anxious and a little nervous if I'd even be able to finish the race. But after a 14-week training block, which included a brutal hilly half marathon at elevation in the cold rain, I again surprised myself and was able to finish the race with a 30-minute PR at 3 hours and 49 minutes. And crossing the finish line, something clicked. I started asking myself, what else is possible? What happens if I really commit to something that scares me? So, I did. After a lot of deliberation, I am so excited to announce that I have officially registered for the 2026 Ironman California, a full-distance Ironman. That means a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a full 26.2-mile marathon, all in one day on October 18th, 2026. Now, without a doubt, this will be the biggest mental and physical challenge that I have ever taken on. And honestly, I'm pretty nervous, but I'm really excited to take this challenge head on. And of course, I want to take you with me throughout the entire journey: the training, the setbacks, the breakthroughs, the good days, the bad days, all of it. This channel is about to become a real, honest, behind-the-scenes look at what it takes for a normal guy with a full-time job to chase a crazy goal. So if you're here for fitness, if you're here for transformation, if you're here for motivation, make sure you're subscribed, because this is just the beginning. And I promise, hopefully, that this journey will be worth watching. But in the meantime, if you have any advice or words of wisdom, or maybe even any questions, drop them below, because I respond to every comment. Thanks so much for joining. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, let's get started.